Racism.
Oppression.
Or excuse.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Ronnie signing on when Ronnie talks. I hope this week that I inspire some more young people to go and speak out and just get involved and not be so shy about it. Just start speaking up and that they do have a voice and that their voice is strong. As you just heard, this week's video is about racism, oppression, or excuse. So just pay attention and just I hope you get the message and the message is genuine. This week I got some new music. One of my friends goes by the name of Maze the Visionary. I'll make sure I put his links and stuff up. But he gave me a soundtrack that has to do with racial profiling. It's pretty good. So I hope you guys would definitely enjoy that soundtrack. But moving on with the show.
So here's a quick definition of racism, nothing major, just for your edification purposes.
Merriam-Webster states that racism is the poor treatment of or violence against people because of their race.
The belief that some races of people are better than others, a belief that race is the primary determinant of human traits and capacities, and that racial differences produce an inherent superiority of a particular race, racial prejudice, or discrimination.
So, I hope you all just enjoyed that quick definition of racism. Most people don't know what it is other than what they see, so that was just like it didn't really serve that big of a purpose, but just to educate people real quick. But I'm not really going to discuss the definition, but I will discuss what racism means to me, how it has affected me as a African American man. I mean, look at me, skin's black, I'm black, and I love my blackness. Growing up, black male in society, I've definitely been affected by it. I don't really feel safe coming out the house. Like I have to because I got to be a productive citizen in society, but everybody profiling and stereotype. I've even been stereotyped by some of my own teachers. It was not a fun feeling, but it does get hard sometimes. People believing that you're not gonna grow up to be something successful, or they already speaking on your kids like before your kids even come to they're not gonna be nothing successful. Like it has to stop. Like that's why I really support Black Lives Matter. Like my mind wasn't always there first, but now I'm really heavy with like Black Lives Matter. I was on that all lives matter stuff, but then I had a dose of reality. Shout out to Clifton because he changed my mind. He gave me some stuff to think about. But all the teenagers that is watching my video, if you don't get anything else from the show, I want you to know that you are not what society deems you are. You are not what people with racist ideologies think about you. You are a child of God. You are what God has made you to be. You are the author of your own future. You design your path. You walk that path, and you got to take the initiative and the energy to go on that path and create a future for yourself. But you are not what they deem you out to be. Like how they think black men are nothing. But I'm sitting there breaking stereotypes. I'm here in San. I just graduated high school for right to Howard University. Like God is good, but you can let them have their racist ideologies and whatnot. That's what racist idea. Like if someone was to have a survey, which I think they really do, because I haven't seen one yet, like, they need to get on the stuff. But like, truth be told, if you ask most Caucasian people who are racist, why they're racist, they have absolutely no idea. But and it's funny, like you want to laugh at it, like you don't know why you're racist, but it's not funny at the same time because them being racist has affected people like me, and like my little brother, like my sons to be. It will affect my sons to be, and like it just affect African Americans as a whole. More about how racism is an ideology, and like it's being of an idea and stemming from an idea. They hopping on the bandwagon for real. Like if you ever watch a movie called Higher Learning starring Ice Cube, you get on that. That is a great movie. But basically, it shows that how just this one Caucasian kid had a few like bad run-ins with like some African Americans, but it wasn't all about racism or nothing. It was, and then this Caucasian, he talked to this other Caucasian dude who was a racist, and then next thing you know, he became a racist and dissented black people, all because of this one guy telling them these ideas. Okay, two last things. One, two, I promise. Only these two last things. I will not be long. I promise. But just in case, do not quote me on that.
Please do not quote me on that.
First things first. We often believe that Caucasian and white people are the enemy. I say negatory, like that's not the case. Racism, the idea of racism, is the true culprit in this matter. Racism doesn't have any merits other than one race is superior than the other. Like, truth be told, God is the father of everything. Like, God tell the truth that there were just one people created. You know, Adam wasn't black and Eve wasn't white, and then it started this whole little thing. It was one people, but us human beings, we started this whole thing. We need to fix it with the roots, which is the idea of racism. You know, there's a human race. That's the only race. Moving on, and I was saying that racism because, like, us as African Americans, you know, we self-segregate ourselves big time. This whole, like, I'm brown skin, I'm fine with brown skin. Even if I was light skin, I would fine being light. I would be fine being light skin. I would be fine being the darkest shade of dark. Like, doesn't matter if you're a 1 or a 1,000. It doesn't matter. It's like, at the end of the day, you're black, and we have a common enemy, which is racism. But we gotta stop this. Like, you know, it's okay to have your preferences. Like, if you like dark-skinned guys or dark-skinned girls, okay, cool. If you like light-skinned guys or light-skinned guys, okay, cool. If you like your brothers and sisters in the middle, like me, okay, cool. Just, you know, you have preferences. Everybody has their preferences. But you can't beat somebody down for it. Like, you're trying to stop Caucasians from, like, doing stuff to us, but then we heard ourselves saying that, oh, you know, dark-skinned people are ugly, or light-skinned people are ugly. You know, that's not cool. So, and us black people don't often is that we're overusing the word racism. Like, have you ever, like, read the story The Boy Who Cried Wolf? How he kept crying wolf and crying wolf and crying wolf and crying wolf and crying wolf, and then when a wolf finally came, it ate him because he cried wolf so many times that the townspeople got tired, and it meant nothing when he rung the bell or whatever, cried wolf, and he didn't come to his rescue when the time really meant. So if a white person cuts you off in traffic, or if you want a pencil and a white person doesn't give it to you, or, you know, a white person doesn't hold the door for you when you're just having to go through right at them, it's not racism. You gotta remember that we're all human. We are all human. We are all human. We make mistakes. We do not do everything perfect. Why? Because we're human. We're not perfect. Let me say it again. We are not perfect. No. There is no perfection within the human race except the fact that, you know, God created us with perfection in that. But you can't attribute everything to racism. You know, Sandra Bland, Freddie Gray, Mike Brown, those are cases of racism. We just have to chill out. Like, we use the word so much that when it's really an act of racism, that it doesn't mean anything because you didn't say it so much that it's lost its true significance, you know. So, just food for thought. And there will be a part 2. But, you know, I hope that you took this message to heart. That, you know, speaking from some of my experiences, I hope it was a great message. I know that I spoke from this. You see this? You can't even see this, but this, what side is it on? I can't even remember. Like, it's so late. I'm tired, guys. I'm sorry. But, you know, until next week, please share, please subscribe, please give me a thumbs up and like my video. You know, please give me feedback also. I've included my Twitter and my Instagram @names. You could hit me up on those, give me some feedback, tell me some comments, whatever. But I do like the feedback. It helps me become better as a YouTuber and as a person, you know. So don't be afraid to give me some feedback. Ronnie signing out until next week. Thank you guys for everything.
Keep talking, no, I don't know why they all wanna keep blocking. They profiling me, why they profiling me? They profiling me, why they profiling me?